Work injury lawyer in Texas. Regarding administrative center injuries, the enjoying area is continually in shoes of your employer. When your company violates the limitless policies and location to shield people from on-the-job injuries, they will strive their hardest to deny you getting simply compensation. Every 7 seconds, an employee is injured in the United States. That equals 540 injured people per hour, or 12,900 a day. A work injury lawyer can assist you maximize your restoration from no longer simply pursuing your corporation, however, third-party legal responsibility claims as well. Our group has recovered some of the most big settlements and verdicts for administrative center harm victims. These are now not instances you prefer to go away to chance. Do I want a lawyer for a workplace injury? Injury attorneys have a very unique function in place of business injuries. Many damage legal professionals don't take care of workers' comp claims. For that, you would want a workers' compensation lawyer. Work injuries, however, might also go past your company and contain a third parties. For example, let's say Brad works for a building company. The building enterprise makes use of cranes as section of the constructing process. Brad is an upstanding worker who follows all the regulations and used to be the use of the crane as the crane must be used. However, the crane collapsed and Brad, alongside with quite a few different coworkers, had been severely injured. It quickly will become clear that there used to be a defect with the crane that made it unsafe. With all of the records in our above example, the defect would make the crane producer liable. To attain the full practicable of justice, it's vital for any worker injured with the aid of a piece of tools to are looking for the help of an accidents attorney. Why choose 𝐘𝐨𝐮 as your work injury lawyer? The 𝐘𝐨𝐮 law firm has some of the most expert and well-respected work harm legal professionals in private injury. Our group is geared up to assist you go ahead with your life. We have almost 50 years of journey conserving negligent employers in charge for their actions. Work accidents can manifest when you least anticipate them. These accidents can fee you in the time you have to take off work, scientific bills, and ache and suffering. As the sufferer of an administrative center accident, you may additionally be entitled to compensation below Texas workers' laws. Our crew of work damage attorneys is geared up to assist you go ahead with your life. Contact us these days for a free consultation. Proving workplace injury negligence. Negligence can take many forms. However, there are typically 4 predominant factors that a work harm legal professional need to be met to show negligence by way of an employer. If the employer owed the sufferer a responsibility of case, employers have an understood obligation of care. It is an employer's job to make sure that employees are protected when on the premises or the use of equipment. Breach the responsibility of care. After the obligation of care is established, it need to be confirmed that the agency by hook or by crook violated that care. Your lawyer can show a breach of obligation if the act that led to your harm was once something a realistic character would have noticed, and damage truly occurred. In order to go ahead with a case, administrative center accidents need to be measurable. This can be a loss of life, limb, or any different bodily accidents that passed off on the job. In some cases, emotional or psychological trauma can be viewed when setting up a victim's injuries. The harm was once the end result of the corporation negligence. Simply, an enterprise have to hold suited security measures to stop injuries. By contacting a 𝐘𝐨𝐮 law firm place of business harm lawyer, we can assist you set up an employer's negligence. Can a work injury lawyer help hold my employer responsible? After an damage in the workplace, you may additionally agree with that you can solely get workers' compensation. While this is a normal rule, there are numerous exceptions. The place you can also be capable to recoup damages. Sometimes your on-the-job harm would possibly have been triggered via the negligence of a 0.